we are not far away from the end of this 5th season. We have a relatively straightforward episode today. A pretty busy month of April with 5 games and then 4 games in the month of May. That's providing we don't have any other scheduled FA Cup games in the mix, which I'm hoping we will do, because we've Barnsley at home today to start, and that should be a pretty straightforward victory even in a sim. And then pushing forward, we're hoping to maintain our top 4 position in the Premier League and maybe go for that FA Cup trophy before the end of the season. Now is the time, though, to start getting your suggestions in for the new kits for next season. As ever, Twitter/tweet me or send me an Instagram DM with your suggestions for a home kit and for an away kit, and I'll pick my favourites and we'll push forward with those in Season 6. But Season 5 isn't done yet. This is Round 5 of the FA Cup here against Barnsley. Now this, especially with my absolutely strongest 11, other than having Cox up top instead of the now long-term injured Randy Intega, and we're through to the next round of the FA Cup. So that's pretty straightforward. Now with 3 Premier League games to be played, we will have either Spurs, Leicester, Brighton, Manchester United, Wolves, Chelsea or Manchester City in the quarter-final. Quarter-final of the FA Cup. Didn't think we'd get that far at the beginning of the season. That's me being completely honest, but I'm thrilled that we have done. And the next game of the FA Cup has been drawn here, away from home against Brighton, and a league game has been pushed, the one against Newcastle. So we'll play that game against Brighton in the Cup, but we'll start with Wolves at home and hope that we can get something in the league to get us back into the top 4. As you can see there, we're now 7th, but everyone else has played an extra game than us. Our goal difference actually isn't better than Liverpool's, so we'll actually only go 5th should we win our game in hand here against Wolves. But hopefully, throughout the course of the rest of the season, we stand a chance. And to be fair, if we win our game in hand and go to 49, only 5 points off top, you know. Arsenal could go to 56, so we'd only be 7 points off top, even if Arsenal win their game in hand, which is against Southampton by the looks of things. Although it looks like there's a pretty full fixture list for this weekend. So, when's our game in hand then? Which one would I think we might actually end up having a game in hand for a little while. Well, let's see what happens then. This next match day weekend against Wolves. The Champions League positions are very much there for the taking. But could a late title charge be on the board? I'm not sure, but maybe so. Wolves line up with Vlachodimos in goal, Semedo, Savic, Garcia, Sanchez and Ruben Vinagre. Vencedor and Tchouaméni with Alvarado, Sanset and Noah Lang as their front 3. Here's Tchouaméni. Absolutely ran the game last time we played Wolves. Hoping that he's less influential on this occasion, but as you can see, their early play is going through him. Sanset looking for Tchouaméni, but Best comes out to meet him. Thankfully, we don't concede early doors. We've got a couple of changes to the starting lineup. You can see Riley McGree is in at centre mid for Lewis Ferguson. And we've also got Koa Takura at centre back ahead of Lacroix. Just a couple of changes for stamina with the nature of the FA Cup game earlier in the week. History beckons supposedly for Amin Gouiri, but he's going to have to score a hell of a lot of goals between now and the end of the season for history to properly beckon for him to beat that goal-scoring record. But if they're going to just gift him possession like that, maybe he stands a chance. Here's Henry Cox into the box and will win the corner from Eric Garcia. We'll deliver it to about the penalty spot if we can. It's a decent delivery. Itakura could be up here. It's going to fall to Kassoun. I'll nod this down if I can, but Vencedor wins the header. No clear-cut opportunities for either side yet in the opening 25 minutes, but I'm hoping it won't be long before the chances start to flow and the game opens up a bit. Tchouaméni, Alvarado again. Vencedor through the gap. Alvarado, can I get there with Kessié? Well, he outmuscled him, but then still didn't get the ball. Here's Vencedor. Oh, I thought Riley McGree could have put a foot out there. Alvarado driven into Noah Lang, essentially to Sunset, just trying to put bodies in the way. That was supposed to go out to Kassoun, and if we concede, furious. Best with the save. Very nearly gifting Wolves a goal there accidentally. Only 60 seconds or so left on the clock. They've pulled it short here to Alvarado. Got support. Eric Garcia Alvarado, Eric Garcia again, Suameni. Wiley McGree gets a foot in. 1 minute added on at the end of the half. I don't think I'm going to have the time to complete this counter-attack. A really slow game so far with very minimal chances actually on goal. They've had 3 shots, I've had 1. Nothing really causing any goalkeeper too much worry. Do need to make sure we keep the points tally ticking over as we're challenging for that European spot, or those European spots, whether they be Europa Conference League, Europa League or Champions League. We certainly want to be in some form of European competition next season. We stand a great chance of doing so if we can just make sure we keep picking up the wins. Rodrigo looking for Cox to then quickly play in Amin Gouiri, and this chance might be the only one that we get to win the game. And we may well win the game because of it. Amin Gouiri tucks it away. This is one and only real proper opportunity so far in the game. Again, it's the other striker setting up the goal. And the boys have themselves a 1-0 lead now. Cox through the gap, just in front of Gouiri. Didn't have to break his stride at all. It's a simple finish across goal, as we love to see. Amin Gouiri does that time and time again for us this season. Certainly a fantastic decision to bring him in from an underperforming Lazio. It's been fantastic for us. And hopefully, if we can stay solid enough defensively, 21st goal in 27 matches. Yeah, he's doing his bit. He's doing his bit, isn't he? Suameni going to go. Had the option through there out wide, but delayed in playing the pass. We're just forcing them back here, not diving into a challenge. Just trying to cover off any options they have to get the ball forward. But they've gotten it forward nicely. Oh, having to rely on Teo Best again at the near post. Really well hit by Noah Lang. Real clean strike. A lot of power behind it. Around the defender. But because the defender was positioned so well, he couldn't get it right in the corner. So it made it easier for the goalkeeper. I hate it when it does that. You're under the ball, you're under the ball, you're under the ball. You press to clear, and it changes player for you. So frustrating. Goalkeeper, thankfully, gets me off that. It's done it again. And then you end up just chesting the ball down. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Thankfully, it hasn't cost us a goal, but it very nearly could have done on 2 occasions. Trying to play Rodrigo in down the line. It's going to get to the ball first, but he's not got much in the way of support. Oh, we're going to lose possession. 12 minutes to hang on here. Back there to Noah Lang. Trying to win possession back of our own, and Kessier gets to it well. I mean, Gouiri's coming across to it for no apparent reason, even though I was already in control of someone. This auto-switching thing is really starting to become quite the issue, isn't it? I'm going to have to take some clips and send them to EA, because at times it is going to cost me goals. It hasn't on this occasion yet. It certainly cost me a decent counter-attack there, and it will, in the end, end up costing me a goal or a result. Gouiri out to Jaden Bogle. Rodrigo's there down the line. Oh, it's a poor pass, but thankfully time is up. There we go. A 1-0 victory at home against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Hard fought, not very straightforward, but they beat us last time we played them, and we've now gotten a bit of payback, and certainly we're delighted with the 3 points. Had to rely on Teo Best quite heavily for large portions of the game, although none of the shots that they had really drew too complex, too difficult a save out of the goalkeeper. They were all relatively straightforward. There was nothing where you said he certainly shouldn't have saved that. Nothing where if he hadn't have saved it, you wouldn't have said he probably should have kept that out. He's been really solid for us, Teo Best. Of course, the Hugo Lloris regen, as you guys quite rightly pointed out. So we'll head now to the FA Cup game against Brighton in a week's time, away from home, and try and do a job again. Brighton line up with Alvaro in goal, Lamptey, Erstegaard, Webster, Offia and Solly March as a back 5. Jakub Moder and Enoch Mwepu at centre mid. Vlahovic up top is going to be dangerous. Intrigued to see how good he is, actually. And Julian Brandt at cam, Alassane Player alongside Vlahovic. Our own Maxence Lacroix was obviously at Brighton when we signed him. You can see another couple of changes from me in this starting lineup, with Billy Gilmore brought into the team and Caden Clark starting on the right-hand side as well. The defensive line is back to its full strength, usual best. FA Cup quarter-final with a chance to play at Wembley on the line. Who's going to come out on top? Come on. Come on. I'll lift this, looking for Caden Clark. Let's get it back around the corner. And Ferguson. Just too many men in the way at the minute. Too many men in the way. Nice tackle by Billy Gilmore. Pick the right pass. Score the right goal. Off the post thanks to a tip from the keeper. That was headed into the back of the net. Really well struck by Kassoun. I think it was Kassoun. Just picked up the ball here. Henry Cox will lift this. Oh, it's a gorgeous ball. Guiri tripped. Can't get to the loose ball properly. Oh, too busy in a bloody stumbling animation to actually shoot the ball. Can you believe it? Surely he would have scored there if he hadn't tripped over the defender's leg. If he'd have gone to ground, maybe we'd have got a penalty, but tried to keep on his feet and in the end got neither the goal nor the pen. And we stay at 0-0. 10 minutes to go till half-time here, and we're still, again, locked at 0-0. Some really strong defensive play on show from every team so far in today's episode, let alone just this game. Ourselves twice, Wolves, and now Brighton added to that as well. Bit of space for Caden Clark, though, and plenty of men in the middle to aim for, including Lewis Ferguson, who can't steer his header towards goal. The halftime stats tell the story of that first half. Last time we played Brighton, it was roles reversed. They were hammering me. Now, we're hammering them. They haven't had a single shot yet, only 40% possession, and can't really put anything together. We need to make that pressure pay, though. This being the quarter-final, there will be no replay. It will be extra time and penalties if we're level at the end of 90 minutes. I'd rather avoid having to put the side through those extra 30 minutes. But obviously, if that's the way that we have to go to ensure that we get the win in this competition, then we will do it. Pretty desperate to try and get it done inside the 90, to be fair. Then what's the betting? First shot, first goal for Brighton, but no, good save by Theo Bess. Julian Brandt's going to take the corner, and it's delivered in. I'm underneath it with Guiri, and it actually didn't change player for me. That's lovely. Makes a change. Alisson play with the back heel. Is he onside there, Julian Brandt? He was. Here's Aaron Webster. Adam Webster, sorry, not Aaron Webster. Oh, player didn't press tackle. The defender just stuck his leg out, waved it towards the ball, and it's a free kick for Brighton in a really dangerous position. Alisson player will take it himself and deliver a very dangerous ball in, and that is textbook training ground set piece. Alisson player whips the ball in, and Wepu heads it home. That's a very frustrating goal to concede, but with the way that Brighton were playing, they perhaps were only really going to score from a set piece, because from open play they really couldn't create much. Typically 1-0 down after absolutely bossing the entirety of the first half. Get to that, please. Well up, Lacroix. Guiri brings it down. Oh, Jesus Christ. That has to be a yellow card on this occasion. Julian Brandt will pick up the booking. That was a disgusting challenge. That's Kevin Folland they're bringing on now. Billy Gilmore will come off for Kessié. And I think it's time to bring on someone with the quality of Rodrigo. We have a lot to do in the final half an hour. It is Kevin Folland, isn't it, that they're bringing on for Alisson player. I'm going to take this short, I think. It's probably the best option. I'll get to Kassoun down the line here. Quickly inside there to Kessie. Oh, but he can't get past Tarek Lamptey. We'll stay 1-0 down. Oh, but Kessie has done really well. And surely Henry Cox will fire us level. The substitution making the difference. We'll try and celebrate with Kessié there, because he's done wonders. We're level, and we've still got plenty of time to find a winner. It's excellent from Brighton. Really, really well built. But it's not enough. And we'll lift that looking for Rodrigo. Henry Cox is there. Kassoun is there too. Henry Cox. Is he onside, Kassoun? It appears so. Well, that didn't take long to turn itself around, did it? Kessié involved in the first, Rodrigo involved in the second. Henry Cox might not have it on the back of his shirt, but he's certainly making a name for himself now. Trying to take up that spot left open by Randy Nteka. If only that volleyed effort from him had flown in, that would have been absolutely superb. As it happens, we get lucky from the rebound, but the two substitutes doing what they were brought on to do. That's what you need from players trying to make an impact, or try and hold on to this now for the remainder of the game. Solimarch has done wonderfully with that first touch. He's not going to find a cross, though. Oh, but he's going to break free for Kevin Folland, and Solly March will find Mwepu. Vlahovic. Oh. I didn't press tackle for the free kick that led to their first goal. I haven't pressed tackle there. I'm literally just walking in a straight line, and he's just fallen over. It almost looked like he trod on Lacroix's foot himself there, twisted his ankle and fell over. I can't believe it. Brighton, we may have just gotten lucky ourselves. Oh, but Brighton are getting lucky themselves as well. 2-2 now in this FA Cup quarter-final. Vlahovic tucks it away. I feel hard done by there. Julian Brandt into Kevin Folland. Vlahovic. This is dangerous. Kukureya. Bess got fingertips to it. That was a massive save. It was brilliantly worked by Brighton. Graham Potter's side playing some really nice stuff there in that build-up. Ørstegård, Best makes the save again. We had a man on the line ready to try and get rid of it. Whether he would have done or not is a different matter. Julian Brandt to deliver another set piece for Brighton. They've relied on them so far in this game. Their first goal from a corner. Sorry, their first goal from a free kick that probably shouldn't have been. Their second from a penalty that certainly shouldn't have been. And now maybe a third from a corner. Away, please. Offer brings it down. Offia, sorry. Ørstegård into Kukureya, who's 87 rated, or at least was. Last time we looked at potentially bringing him into the club. They're going to throw that back. Can Henry Cox get involved in this? He can't. Of the two, Brighton look like the only side that might score the third goal for a team in this game so far. Kukureya, so quick, bursting inside. And Mwepu misses the target. Chances were flowing for them there, but they couldn't take any of them. Theo Bess in the way, or the ball not flying into the back of the net. You can see 5 minutes added on here in this second half. Really surprised to see quite so many. Hopefully, we can make use of them. I think the game is going to go to extra time here, isn't it? Julian Brandt looking to get through. Fadiol does well to intercept, but no chance to break. It is to be another 30 minutes here. Down on the south coast. It's been a tough game, but a well-fought game. You can see how Brighton have had the much better of the play in the second half. We had 6 shots in the first and 3 in the second. They had none in the first and 8 in the second. A game of 2 halves that saw us in front twice. No, behind and then in front. But they pegged us back again. I do have other players to be able to bring on should I need them. I'm hoping we won't need them. Half an hour to play then still. And fingers crossed, it's half an hour that sees us take the lead again. I don't want to go through the rigmarole of a penalty shootout. We haven't had a penalty shootout at all in this save so far, I'm pretty sure. I don't recall one anyway. Ferguson driven to Kassoon. Back to Ferguson. Skips away from the challenge nicely. Tierney looking for Henry Cox through that gap. Look at this out to Rodrigo. Bit of footwork to try and beat the man, but Solly March stands firm. Julian Brandt out wide now for them. Not sure if they've changed formation at all. Keeper catches as 3 men fall to the wayside. Kassoon into Lewis Ferguson. Look at Rodrigo. He's off. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is such an odd movement on the ball there. Rodrigo looking for Gouiri, finding him well. Here's Kassoon. And surely that's us back in front again, which indeed it is in the 103rd minute. Kassoon might well have just put us through to an FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Bogle forward to Rodrigo, looking for Lewis Ferguson. Henry Cox looked as if he was off on his bike there for a moment. Kessie's getting forward. Out wide right here is Sanchez. Oh, delivered beautifully. Henry Cox misses the target with the header. That's something, if Randy was playing, he'd have tucked away, you would imagine. At least gotten it on target. Beautiful cross by Sanchez, though. Floated to the back post, where Cox did well to win the header. Kessie could win this, and Mwepu has. Folland gets it across. Not now. He's onside there, Kukureya. And where's my defensive line gone? Unbelievable. 121st minute. Kevin Folland equalises for Brighton. A penalty shootout on the way. My players absolutely floored And understandably so. But how was he on his own there? Oh, lads. What a ridiculous game of football this has been. 3-3. Last kick of the game. If Brighton now win this on penalties, furious. We absolutely must get ourselves through now. Can't believe it. Oh, wow. Kessie apparently very, very good at penalties. Don't have that many standout penalty takers, do we? But neither do they, to be fair. Zikiri stepping up first for Brighton. Tucks it away nicely in the bottom corner. See if Kessie could do something similar on this left-hand side. No. Not a great start. Not a great start. Kevin Folland steps up. He's going to go this way. He's going to go that way. Oh, man. This is not starting well. Rodrigo. You're having a laugh. And Wepu steps up. Down the middle. Unbelievable. I have to score this, otherwise I'm out. Henry Cox will pop it down here in this bottom corner. You're kidding me! You're actually having a laugh. 121st minute equaliser, and then they save all 3 penalties. What a joke! What a joke! Said we'd never had a penalty shootout before in this save. I never want one again. How has he gone the right way all 3 times? That's suspect. That's very suspect. Out of the FA Cup then, at the quarter-final stage. Now all eyes turn to the Premier League once again. I can't believe it. I'm genuinely lost for words. So we are 6th as we approach our next match day. 3 points off 4th with a game in hand still. 2 games in hand on Southampton in 5th. And with a game in hand, yeah, so it's, fucking hell. Basically, I just need to go and absolutely batter Leeds to make myself feel better. Leeds' lineup has Meslier in goal. They're playing a 4-1-4-1 or a 4-3-3 with a deep CDM. They've got Tirick Mitchell, Urian Timber, Tanguy Nianzou and Rami Ben Sabini left back. Ezequiel Palacios sat holding with Rafinha on the right, Tom Davies and Ludovic Blas in the middle with Jack Harrison on the left, and then Iñaki Williams up top. They do have, as you can see at the bottom there, Maran Boadu on the bench. 85 rated, as well as Rodrigo and Stefan Posch, Poveda, Junior Firpo, etc. So they've got options. They've got options. We are absolute first team. Minus Randy and Tecker, obviously. I need a win. I want a win. Let's get a win. Ferguson. Driven to Kessier. And then Rodrigo. Henry Cox is on the move. Jaden Bogle is on the overlap. Deliver it early. Okay, never mind. Try again. Rodrigo. Nice change of pace. Poor pass, but Guiri picks it up. Is he onside, Henry Cox? Oh, luckily for him, no. Otherwise, that would have been an embarrassing miss. Must have been tight. And was with the defender on the far side, but definitely the right call. Kassoon, too, also offside. Wild left-footed shot from Henry Cox. We are training him in a number of different areas. His development plan is the complete striker. It's what we're trying to turn him into. Hopefully, it won't be long before he becomes a complete striker. Obviously, certainly doing his bit in the absence of Mr. Nteka. Oh, I forgot about Leeds' press and the way that they get at you. I have to completely change my play style whenever I play against sides that do this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's hope that this is one of the former rather than the latter. That's a goal kick. Here's Iñaki Williams. Closing down on goal. Trying a worldie from distance. They apparently hit an arm. And puts it in a great position for Rafinha to try and put this tops. Or maybe something different. They're going to lay it off. Oh, that might hit an arm as well. That certainly hit the foot of Tierney the next time around. Is he onside there, Jack Harrison? He is. Under pressure here. Oh, and Harrison gets to that first as well. If Lewis Ferguson could have held him off. Tom Davies and Iñaki Williams. It's a good goal. It's a very good goal from Leeds United. They lead at Patreon Park. Iñaki Williams tucks that home. Captain's armband for the day for him. And leading by example. It's great movement by Iñaki Williams. Questions to the keeper, though. Didn't dive early enough for that. It's not far away from him. And he's like dived forwards rather than side. Whatever. We're 1-0 down. And Monsabini again. Iñaki Williams. Well blocked. Let's get rid of it, please. Looking for the run of, well, initially Rodrigo, actually, but Guiri's found. We'll lift it. And Rodrigo should get to this first if he knocks it on ahead of him well, which he's done beautifully, and buries it superbly. That's what you need from your highest rated player at times. Just an extra level of quality. And Rodrigo's provided that. We are level. Get in there, Rodrigo. Oh, trying to just nick it off him. Oh, I'm getting within a couple of inches of a tackle to set up a counter-attack. But it still leads that press. It still leads that press well. It still leads that look the more likely to score the next goal in this game. Why Iñaki Williams played the pass there, I'm not sure. I've definitely caught Rodrigo there. Definitely got caught in possession too. Christ, they press so well, Leeds. It's so difficult to deal with Kassoun. Whoa, calm down, Mitchell. Christ alive. Kassoun into Ferguson. Cross here to Henry Cox. We lead. He really is making a name for himself. My tops doesn't have a name on it. Neither does his. Henry Cox is the man. Harrison into Williams. Blaz. I expected a turn that didn't come. He's just powered through. Kieran Tierney will bring this away. Go on, Henry. Oh, lovely. Unintentional, but brilliantly done. Oh, pass isn't there. The pass isn't there. Kassoun finds Guiri. Can he turn away from the defenders? There's a lot of them. That's really well worked. It's really well worked. Oh, please! It's an own goal in the end. It's an own goal in the end, but Henry Cox is the man that's forced it over the line. He's trying to... His hair's flopping all over the place, bless him. He's really playing well, Henry Cox. Just right place, right time. No name, no number, no problem for Henry Cox. Corner for Leeds. Etico Palacios to take it. He's going to take that short there to Rafinha. Crosses on his right. Lacroix wins the header well. Tom Davies brings it down. Tackled by Ferguson. Oh, and you shouldn't have pressed. You shouldn't have pressed. I see Kassoun on the far side. I see Guiri in the middle as well. Sorry, Leeds. Sorry. 4-1, game over. 3 points for us. Get me in that top 4, or at least as close to it as possible. Boadu off the bench for Leeds now. Trying to bring it back under control here. Mitchell to Rafinha, trying to show him onto his right. Tierney brings it down. Oh, it's well turned. Will drop for me. Oh, I don't know what the defender's done there. But it's certainly not worked for him. Henry Cox. Another! 5! Sorry, Leeds. I feel bad now. They're pressing just to try and get themselves back in it, but it's really not working, is it? Corner for Leeds. Trying to make it slightly less embarrassing for themselves. Junior Firpo's on for Ben Sabaini at left back, but it's not really going to help them at this particular moment in time, is it? Tom Davies. Apparently not really showing much interest. Okay, well, I'll just go and make it 6 then, shall I? Rodrigo's in. Across here. Guiri, 6. I don't know what's happened to Leeds here. They were really damn good for the majority of the game, but they have absolutely collapsed. They've just given up. So I don't know what, any other way to describe it. They've just given up defensively. That'll be game. Can we maybe send Henry Cox in for another? Or maybe a teammate? Here's Kassoun. Really? If I miss out on something by +1 goal difference, I know I'm 6-1 up, but you can't blow the whistle there. Man, it's a hell of a result though, and we're thrilled with it. I mean, it's a ridiculous result to be fair, isn't it? To be able to get a 6-1 win at home against a side that normally We had 6 shots, we scored 6 goals. That's just a perfect day offensively and a near perfect day defensively. Obviously, would have been nice to keep the clean sheet, but we are 5th and 2 points clear of City, 3 points clear of Southampton with a game in hand still. With a game in hand still. We are 5 points off top, at most 7 points off top, because Arsenal themselves have another further game in hand. That is a very successful day at the office. Unfortunately, the one game where we were away from the office, down on the south coast, 3-0 on penalties. I still feel hard done by with that penalty shootout. Regardless, the Premier League is to be completed within the next few days. In fact, I might split it. Chelsea, Norwich, Southampton, City, Newcastle, Leicester, and then a final episode of Manchester United, Liverpool, and one of Brentford or Crystal Palace, depending on what the league situation looks like at any given moment. That will do us for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. Of course, videos coming to you every weekday here on the YouTube channel at the moment, whilst we have some work done in the house. And as soon as I can get back up to 7 videos a week, I absolutely will do. For now, though, thank you very much for watching. There's a My Player over on Facebook if you want to go and watch that as well, to make sure you have plenty of Chesnoid content to keep up with. Links in the description. I'll see you next time.